Hey guys, it's Tanya from 4Girls Jewelry. Let's talk about rings again. I noticed that rings are one of my best sellers for some reason, and I still want to bring to the show something unusual each time. And I thought that this concept to make something pretty simple because it's not really complicated for I also to see and for us as a makers to make something like that. It's very easy. And instead of the stick inside, we can use any elements that you have already prepared. Something maybe you can come up with your own symbols that you can wrap it around. I even did a crystal today, but it's because I couldn't hammer that much. I used 24 gauge and it was drilled, so I put through the drilled hole 24 gauge and secure it. But this one not secured at all. It's just wire and then the stick, and I press with two hands in the opposite direction. I will show you how. But before I start my video, I want to ask you all guys to drop a heart for my two friends. One friend who fighting with vicious disease, and I wish we can all drop a heart and support her in this journey. And the other who just healing after a surgery, and I wish a lot of healing for both of you guys. Okay, now let's go talk about rings. So with this design, you can also use a hearts that if you check my channel, there is heart jewelry, so you can create this little component and do the same way. It's very, very, very easy. Okay, 20, no, it's actually 16 gauge. 24 we will not use today. We will use 16 gauge. And that's how your ring will look like before you starting using your torch. I won't use heat because I film on my phone. Phone is right here, so it's sensitive to the heat, so I won't do that. If you don't like use heat, then those legs should be shorter and maybe you can hammer it. But I still would like to pre-anneal a wire because it's easier than to bend. I will probably make size 7 ring. So size 7, I will leave inch and go around a little bit smaller than I need it. So I will hammer a little bit. So I need 3 reps that I want to do. Okay. And when they cross, I will cut. That's how it's supposed to look like. So you have 3 reps for a shank, and you have 2 legs about inch long each. I already use heat on this one, still wet because drop it in the cold water. And I have a lot of wires that I twist together. It actually can give a good cool design, add a little design to your line, to your jewelry. So I also hammer it, and I use heat, and then I chop like a I notice for this size we needed about that much wire, which is not really a lot. It just like that much. So you have to cut about 1.5 inch to create this 1 inch, because for me, I like large one. If you need less, you can use less, because that also depends on size of the bubble you want to create. And I also hammer it after I use heat. I hammer it so it's pretty strong this part, you know, it's was pre-annealed, but I hammer it. And you can use this hammer, and for the bubble you use normal hammer for the bubble, right? And then when you torch use your torch on both ends. I use a lot this time because I really want a large one. Mine will be humongous, very big. You can make it smaller, like I use in this. See, it's not that huge. So that also depends. Make one, and then you will see you can adjust your wires. And I will put a little stick in the middle here. And what we need to push one leg, this wire that way. It's kind of hard to do it in front of the camera. You also can do maybe with the pliers a little bit. That might be easier. You know, you see what I did? Then we needed this little piece inside. And all we needed to do to push these, let's see how sometimes it's simple design, but it's not easy to put the stuff in. Okay, let me see if I can push it this way. Up, yes, there is one, and then the other one. When you pushed it down, then you can use your hammer. You just, now it's only about secure. You can just really nicely secure that. Take your time. It's already sitting nicely, but it's still crooked. It's not how it's, see how it's like crooked a little bit, but it's already, you can already see the ring, right? So you just play now with that. You're just using your hammer and going. It's all about hammering now. To texturize a little bit, I would put also on the bench block, and I will probably nicely hammer these bubbles because I like them flat in this design. You know, I like it flat. I like when it's like completely flat like this. But it's up to you. If you like round, you can leave it round. And all you have to do is just keep hammering, straightening, hammering, and you will have beautiful, beautiful, unique ring. Very, very easy and simple. So after I really nicely secure this, I'm go around the shank and with a normal hammer, just hammer it nicely. So it's also very stiff and nice for your, see, I almost every surface is hammered here. Guys, I hope you will make some simple rings. And I was thinking today, I was trying to do some little elements that I can put it inside, maybe some kind of like branch like piece of copper, something woven can go, but it has to be not really delicate because you will hammer it on top. Like I said, I even did I did with the heart, I did with the crystal, I did one that I put inside. So instead of stick, I put like little oval with tons of these wires on top, hammer them, and then I put the bead inside. So you can create a lot of unique rings with just simple idea. I thought it will be useful for you guys, and maybe you can make something that can appeal to a lot of modern jewelry, I guess. Thank you guys for watching, and if it's not too hard, just drop the heart for a healing for my friends. Thank you, and I will see you next Tuesday with unique jewelry again. Thank you guys. See you next Tuesday.